Hi, Rami. Such a pleasure to meet you. I mean, there's been lots of adaptations and retellings of the story of World War II, but I feel like this is a completely fresh perspective on it, particularly retelling it for a modern-day audience. So why was it important to you to be part of the story?
It's always important to be a part of a story like this that makes us reflect, makes us think, makes us question what justice is, makes us question what evil is. I think I gravitate to those stories about humans going through very enormous questions, not only for themselves but for the world at large. I mean, I think about Elliot and Mr. Robot, or these outsiders who are on the fringes of society who want to do things bigger than themselves on a large scale. I sometimes wonder what that says about me, but it is a fascinating story about a part of history that we think we know, we clearly do not.
And an absolutely phenomenal heavyweight cast, like a masterclass in acting across the board, but particularly seeing Russell, this incarnation of Göring. I mean, it's magnetic but quite terrifying. And I guess what makes the audience uncomfortable is through Douglas's eyes is seeing his humanity. So what was it like working on that dynamic together?
Yeah, Russell's on top form in this film. I don't think there's any question about it. What was difficult is going into the scenes with his family as well and forming that relationship, which we really had to measure in the edit as well. How much of that could you show? How much was too much? Because he's intoxicating in his own right? He's got a wry smile, a twinkle in his eye. He's incredibly charming, and that's why Russell was the perfect person to play Hermann Göring. It was a genius choice on the part of James Vanderbilt, as was his choices collectively with the cast. John Papsadera, our casting director, who cast Oppenheimer, I think he's done phenomenal work throughout his career, but assembling this cast is something that I'm proud to be part of the film, the story, and to be surrounded by everyone who took it as seriously as we all did, because we knew the importance that this would have, not only for this period of time, but any period of time.
Extraordinary challenge, one of the greatest of my career. I can easily say that this is one thing that I will be most proud of in my life, to be a part of this film, this story, one that asks us all to reckon with how we look at justice, integrity, how we question what evil actually is, and surprising way that it arrives at us and how we face it. I think the highlight of being with this cast is how much everyone cared. We were all functioning on top form, I think, and then we would elevate it to a higher gear. And in order to do so, there were moments where we'd go out and have a laugh and have a drink and be able to talk about the film, but be able to, take the piss out of one another every once in a while. I think that was important, because you couldn't go into such a charged, fueled environment like that without having that rapport. And that letting your hair down needed to happen every once in a while, not every night. The future, I'm doing an Irish sax film that I just wrapped in New York with an incredible group of actors: Rebecca Hall, Tom Sturridge, Eben Moss-Bachrach, and Luther Ford, a Brit. So 2 Brits in there. Maybe Rebecca Hall's still a Brit, I believe.